Hello everyone, my name is JCRP and you're watching Kalaakaar Makerspace videos. In this series, the next thing to tackle is this door. There are a few things to consider. One, I want to use cement sheet because it's going to be outdoor. Second, I want to cut the cement sheet to make a design like this. Third, I want to use epoxy. And fourth, I want to have a see-through window like this. So I'm going to do all of this in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a cement sheet that we CNC cut in our machine, and it's a pretty good design. I'll show you a close up. I made some grooves inside and इसको पॉलिश किया है मेलामाइन से और अभी एक ग्रूव्स में एपॉक्सी पोर करने वाले हैं. So here's the design. आप एक क्लोज अप देख सकते हो. All the grooves. The white thing is just dust. अभी ये grooves में हम एपॉक्सी पोर करेंगे. ये जो ग्रूव्स है मैंने गलती से टर्मिनेट कर दिया, कुछ बाउंड्री नहीं रखा. इसका मतलब ये है कि एपॉक्सी बाहर जाने के चांसेस है, तो इसलिए हमने मास्किंग टेप लगाया है. ये एटलीस्ट एक 3 घंटे का काम है. सो वी गोइंग टू टेक आवर टाइम क्योंकि बाहर स्पिलेज हो सकता है. सो वी गोइंग टू टेक आवर टाइम एंड डू इट प्रॉपर्ली. And of course, one important thing to remember is always put a newspaper below, क्योंकि epoxy आप सोचते हो कि careful रहने वाले हो, spill नहीं होगा, but it always spills. It always spills. It always makes a mess. So newspaper is a must. This is a brand of epoxy that we actually produce. This is available on Amazon and on our website also. This is a 1000 ml and the clear that comes with it is 500 ml, so together it comes to about 1.5 liters of epoxy. Is there online. If you want to use it, just go and purchase it and help us in our endeavors. So let's mix this. This is the color of epoxy. I put some gold powder inside. When I bring it to the sun, then you can see how it glitters. Even in the dark, it is much fine and much better. If I could get a proper focus. Now let's start pouring. There are two ways to actually pour epoxy in a very minute place. That is to use a syringe or just press your cup to a sharp point so that you just get a fine line. But either ways, it's going to spill a little outside the groove, and you have to be just very slow and careful about it. उसका आधा 50. This is the gold dust that I am using. It can be actually mixed with a lot of things, like you can mix it with clear paint, you can mix it with epoxy, you can mix it actually, they do sprinkle it over the food also. The reason that I poured the first layer in yellow and then I am doing this dust is, if I mix this directly to epoxy, it doesn't shine as much as it shines when I just blow it on the top. So this is the process that I invented, or I made myself comfortable with over the period of time. The yellow layer is also required and the gold dust on the top is also required. The cement sheet is polished with melamine and we let it dry for almost 3 to 4 days because it has to become really solid and crisp, and only then we can pour this gold dust on top of it. Still, the gold dust, because it's so minute, it went and settled inside the crevices and I had to use a wet rag to remove it. It wasn't easy, but there is no other way to do this. There was a metal frame that I had done before and the cement sheet was screwed to it using self-tapping screws. And then here Deva is actually wiping up the glass which is going to go behind this door. And we are fixing this glass using silicone because glass works best with silicone. We put dots wherever it's not going to show and then we just pressed it against it, and then after that I was able to put this white painted cement sheet at the back. As you can see, the design is kind of mirrored, and this is also where I wasted another sheet because it didn't click me that it has to be mirrored. So the design on the front and the design at the back is actually a mirror, and we were able to sandwich the glass in between and put studs on all four corners. Now it's almost done. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the CNC process of this. We actually wasted 2 cement sheets trying to get to this point because we had to set the thickness of the palm leaves. There were so much parameters that we had to waste those two, and it was such a tense moment that I couldn't capture that. But other than that, I showed you how we were able to pour epoxy and how we sandwich the glass between two of it, and I hope you like this video. If you're new to this channel and if you want to see the previous videos, there is a link in the description for the entire playlist. Please do check that out. I hope to see you in the next